Hi, welcome to story time for the week of October 12th. I'm going to read some squirrel stories and then I'm going to show you how to make a cute movable squirrel craft. Our first book is The Sky is Falling. One day, an acorn hit Chicken Little on the head. She popped up screeching, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" "I don't think so," said Squirrel. Squirrel knew a thing or two about acorns. "See, it fell from a tree." But Chicken Little was not listening. "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" Soon all the chickens were in a tizzy. Chickens are like that. "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" they cried. They danced around the yard, flapping their wings. "What's going on?" asked Rabbit. "Chicken Little says the sky is falling," the chicken shouted. "Boy, is that dumb," said Rabbit. "Of course," said Squirrel. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." The chickens break danced. They did the pogo and the splits. "What's up?" asked Cat, curious as always. "Chicken Little thinks the sky is falling," said Rabbit. Squirrel explained about the acorn. "You must be kidding," said Cat. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," squawked the chickens. They did the moonwalk, the mambo, and the twist. "The chickens look like they are having fun," said Squirrel. "You know," said Rabbit, "I was thinking the same thing." "Should we try it?" asked Cat. Soon they were all dancing around the barnyard. They did the rumba, the waltz, and the hokey pokey. The other farm animals joined in. They formed a Congo line. They shouted, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" Fox watched all of it from behind an apple tree. He was the cleverest of the animals and had never been fooled. "Look at those dodos," he thought. "Hey, what are you doing?" he hollered. "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" they shouted. "These loons would believe anything," thought Fox. His scheme was working. "If the sky is falling, why are you dancing?" "Why not?" they cried. "Because you should be hiding, that's why," said Fox. They ignored him and kept on dancing. Thinking about dinner, Fox said, "You know the perfect place to hide? My den." "But why aren't you dancing?" asked Chicken Little. Fox began to feel annoyed. "Because it makes no sense. Everyone dances when the sky is falling," Chicken Little explained. "Look." Fox watched the other animals. "He can't dance," clucked the other chickens. "Of course I can," Fox said quickly. "Watch this." He danced around the apple tree. He did the limbo, the lindy, and the lambada. He danced until he forgot why he was dancing. Then an apple fell and bonked him on the head. Chicken Little began pecking at the yard. The other chickens joined her. The pigs and ducks and goats wandered back to the barn. Cat and Rabbit dragged Fox back to his den. "This is one dumb fox," said Cat. "I'll say," said Rabbit. "But that is one smart bird," said Squirrel, chewing her acorn thoughtfully. "Even if the sky isn't falling." Our next book is Just Because You're Mine. Little Red Squirrel and his daddy were playing in the big wood. "Daddy," shouted Little Red Squirrel, "look at me!" And he scampered off. First, Little Squirrel showed his dad his super fast running. He ran between two elm trees, racing as fast as he could, faster than the wind. "Little Squirrel," his daddy called after him, "did I tell you today that I love you?" "Because why?" asked Little Red Squirrel. He was spinning now, faster and faster, round and round in circles. "Daddy," said Little Spinning Squirrel, Red Squirrel, Do you love me because I'm fast? Then he fell over, of course, because he was so dizzy. No, his daddy laughed, picking him up. That is not why. Next, little red squirrel showed his dad his undercover stash of top secret berries he had been collecting. They counted them together. There were a lot. It took a long time. Daddy, said little red squirrel, bouncing up and down, do you love me because I'm so good at finding all these berries? You are very good at finding berries, his daddy smiled, but that is not why I love you. Whoops. Now, little red squirrel showed his dad his high climbing. He scampered up the great oak all the way up straight to the top. His dad climbed after him. Daddy, whispered little red squirrel, do you love me because I'm strong and I can do such high climbing? No, his daddy said, that is not why. Now, little red squirrel showed his dad his brave balancing. He darted from branch to branch, leaping out into the wide open air. Daddy, cried little squirrel, maybe you love me because I'm absolutely brave. No, his daddy smiled and winked. That is not why. Little red squirrel started cleaning his shiny red coat. Then he got an idea. I know, Daddy, he cried, waving his fluffy tail. You love me because I'm completely handsome. You are very handsome, said his daddy, laughing and chasing little red squirrel to the foot of the great oak. But that is not why I love you. Little red squirrel was getting very sleepy now. It was way past his bedtime. As they walked home, little red squirrel yawned a big yawn and stretched up so his dad could carry him. Daddy, he said, looking into his daddy's eyes, maybe. Do you love me because I'm friendly? No, his daddy laughed and kissed his nose. That is not why I love you. The daddy gently tucked his little squirrel into the cozy nest. Little red squirrel, you are very fast and smart and handsome and friendly and good at finding berries, and you're very brave, very strong and brave. But that is not why I love you. His daddy kissed the top of the little squirrel's head. He took his little squirrel's hand and whispered in his little squirrel ear. No, little one, he said, I love you just because you're mine. Our third book is Nuts to You. See that squirrel in our tree? I think he'd rather live with me. I'll wait a while. He could be shy, or maybe he likes it way up high. Look, here he comes, trying to hide. He can't wait to get inside. He's in the flowers. He's really bad. He's digging up bulbs. My mom will be mad. There he goes, up the bricks, on his claws. He steals seeds and eats with his paws. Walking on tiptoes, tail held high, he brushes my plants as he zips by. In our window box, watching us eat, he sits on the flowers and begs for a treat. I open my window for some fresh air, but I forgot the screen had a tear. When I get back, guess what I found? That squirrel was there, looking round. So I got some nuts, ran out the door, tapped one on the sidewalk, and left a few more. Nuts to you, I shout loud as I could. That squirrel peeked out. I knew he would. He looked to the left. He looked to the right. He ran down the bricks and took a big bite. He ate all those nuts, then scampered away, but he'll get hungry again someday. I'll keep nuts in my pocket, 1 or 2, and when I see him, I'll say, nuts to you. Okay, here is our very cute movable squirrel. See, his tail moves, and you can also move his head. So you get a body, you get 2 pieces of the tail, you get 2 pieces of acorn, some paws, some teeth, a little muzzle, some eyes, and some earpieces. Before you begin gluing everything down, though, you need to put your brass fasteners on. So what you do is you connect the head and the body, and then the tail and the body, and then you start gluing everything down. You can't see the brass fasteners, so nobody knows how his tail moves or his head. Enjoy making your squirrel. Please come get the squirrel kit at the library in the children's room while supplies last. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at 973-538-6161. Have a good time making your squirrel. See you next time.